Hello everyone, it is Dr. Lauren Gresham here at Nutima Integrative Medicine. I wanted to make another video on antioxidants to help further convey the biochemical reasons why I'm so excited about our vitamin shots, which are full of antioxidants. So, in order to help explain this, I drew you a cartoon, which is upside down. There you go, I drew you a cartoon. So inside these lines is a depiction of the inside of a blood vessel. The blood vessel is lined with a really thin layer of cells called endothelium. And inside the blood vessel, we've got what's called LDL cholesterol bopping around in the bloodstream. LDL, you may have heard of it. It's often referred to as bad cholesterol. Well, what people don't know is that bad cholesterol does some really important stuff. Specifically, it brings fat to different parts of our body. It's a carrier molecule for bringing this type of nutrition to different cells. There are certain cells that really depend on fat for their metabolism. Specifically, the heart needs fat in order to function. So LDL does that, which is actually really important. However, what happens as it bops around is it gets exposed to what's called reactive oxygen species. Reactive oxygen species can be any number of things. It can be your own metabolic processes, it can be pollution, heavy metals, too much blood sugar. Basically, it's a fancy name for a free radical, which is something that does not have paired electrons, so it's molecularly unstable. And because it's unstable, it actually damages and steals electrons from the LDL cholesterol. The more and more that the LDL cholesterol molecule is getting damaged by losing electrons, the more oxidized it gets. As it gets more oxidized, it's this damaged, volatile molecule floating around the blood. And in that process, something called cytokines gets released. Cytokines is a fancy word for a way that cells communicate to each other. It's just a type of messenger system. So these cytokines get released and they tell a type of cell called macrophages. They basically say, hey, come here, we need your help. Well, a macrophage, you can think of a macrophage like a Pac-Man. They're really good at eating things. They gobble them up and they help protect other things from interacting with them. So these cytokines release or recruit macrophages, and the combination of the macrophages and the oxidized LDL causes this stuff to get pushed under that lining of the blood vessel, that endothelium. And inside of there, the macrophages gobble up the oxidized LDL cholesterol, and they make what's called a foam cell. These foam cells don't really leave easily the this lining of the blood vessel. And the more and more that this process happens, the more that this lining of this blood vessel gets bulged up, and the opening of the blood vessel gets progressively more and more narrow, which is the problem. That's atherosclerosis, or the hardening of our arteries. Suddenly the blood flow can't go through very well, it's obstructed, contributing to cardiovascular disease and lots of other health problems. So something that's not frequently talked about is that back over here, we've got these reactive oxygen species. We've got this cellular damage that's happening. And if we give the body lots and lots of antioxidants, it can help prevent this from happening. It can help stabilize the LDL cholesterol until it can get removed from our body. Why do people not know how important antioxidants are for stopping the actual formation, or at least slowing down the formation of this hardening of our arteries? So that's some of the molecular basis of vitamin shots, why we're super excited about them. As a reminder, I'm here Tuesdays from 4 to 6 p.m. doing the vitamin shot happy hour, and Fridays from 11 until 1 p.m. They're a great way to get antioxidants really quickly to help you be your best healthy self. I am always excited to talk about biochemistry. This is one of my favorite subjects, so please feel free to reach out if you have any more questions. Thanks.